You're listening to the Macky Rat podcast. We are a comedy podcast with the word comedy in quotations and italicized that deals with movies, news, pop culture, and our personal lives. And
we also engage in comedy, by the way.
we also
That's comity.
comity. What is that?
That's an atmosphere of social harmony.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. One time this person was like, with this and that, communism, blah, 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 and communism. I was like, communism? What the hell is that? I was like, oh, you're saying communism. And they're like, some people pronounce it like that. And I was like, yeah, I think most people do. Even communists do. Communists, I mean.
Yeah, especially communists.
Very strange person. Very, I don't use this word often. It's too biblical, really, but a very wicked person, I would describe her as.
Wicked.
Really wicked person.
Yeah, that's definitely not a word to be tossed around willy-nilly.
Yeah, absolutely not. I wouldn't. So anyways, follow us at MACKYRATHOUSE on X. And boy, do we have a show tonight. This intro took 1 minute and 39 seconds. That can't be.
It seems highly improbable, yeah. It doesn't feel like 1.5 minutes.
All right, well, that's because we're on fire tonight. Anyways, we are going to talk about... I have a lot of thoughts on this, and I'm sure you do too.
I hope it's the thing that I'm thinking we're going to talk about.
Caleb's glasses talk.
No, that's not what I was thinking.
Well, what is it?
I was thinking America's 250.
America's 250. No, we're talking about the World Cup. We've already talked about 250 to death. I'm interested, actually. Well, let's start with the World Cup.
I guess there'll be more to talk about next week anyway, after it happens.
I want to hear we have some more ideas, I'm sure. I want to talk about 250, actually, for sure. I'm pumped for it. Anyways, okay. We're going to get to 250, which I'm pumped for. It rules. America rules. Our anniversary, I call it our anniversary. That's what I refer to.
It's our anniversary.
4th of July as.
If only this were the 250th pod.
Yeah, if only our podcast coincided with the 250th anniversary. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll switch it around and be like episode 250 just for effect.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we're talking about the World Cup for a little bit at least. We'll get to 250.
All right.
Trump should just bump himself up to the 250th president, too, he said.
Yeah.
In celebration of the 250, as I call it. You talking about J6, lady? Remember when he said that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That was cool. Lady. I don't think he said lady, but he should have said that. It is here again. I don't know if we ever got to the World Cup on the podcast, but I know I've complained about it to you before. And
yeah, I know you're a huge soccer fan.
It's a it's World Cup fever is upon us, and
World Cup.
I remember because I have this friend named Tigran.
Yep.
And he was like, "Are you watching this is in high school?" He's like, "Are you watching the World Cup?" And I was like,
hell no.
I was like, "No," and I didn't know that you. He was not. Maybe he played soccer, Saturday morning soccer games at the park, with all the foreigners.
I cannot imagine this big motherfucker Tigran playing soccer.
Back in the day, his stocky ass may have, but I did not find him to be one who enjoyed soccer or watching soccer. And like many people who get World Cup fever, probably would not watch it any other time but during the World Cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Do you want to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch this one game? I don't know, maybe Armenia or Russia or something like that." And I was like,
probably Armenia, yeah.
I was like, What are you, nuts? Does Armenia have a soccer team?
I'm sure they do. Yes.
Everyone has a soccer team. And anyone can just play in this World Cup thing? That's a country?
I don't think anybody. I think there's like qualify. You have to at least have some skill in the game. You can't just be like, it's your first time playing soccer.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like some like not African, but like like Amazonian. I have no idea.
Yeah.
They're like shooting poisonous blow darts at like some guy from Senegal.
Yeah, that dangerous tribe off the coast of India. I forget what they're called.
Oh yeah, the ones that are cannibals or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they rock.
The Sentinelese, that's it.
Yeah, the Sentinels.
Sentinel
Yeah, they're like giant robots, like
purple and blue robots.
Yeah, they like have their leg extend like
punch,
rocket kick, and it kicks the soccer ball like so hard it like just blows it up in the smithereens, and they're like the Sentinels have done it again.
Yeah, go Sentinels.
Their celebrations are like looking up to this guy and shooting lasers like into space and stuff. And like these guys rule. No wonder that Chinese guy went there to try to baptize them or some crap.
Yep.
No, but you know what? What was I gonna get to? Oh yeah. So, but when I was growing up, I did go like maybe to like a bar a few times to watch a couple games, and it is the most annoying crap. One, it's like packed. You have to wait forever to get a drink. And two, there's always some British. Well, because I'm in LA and it's like an international hub, and there's always some What's all the hubbub about this World Cup garbage? And there's always someone who goes, "You Yanks, it's not soccer, it's football. Cause you guys call it football, but you get it all wrong because you don't use your feet." And I'm like,
you can hold it with your hands. That's not a foot.
They should call. Yeah, they go. You should call it handball.
Yeah. And
I'm like,
fucking British nitwit.
Yeah, I think that, but if you just start off with that, it's gonna put them off, So I always go, they don't use their feet. Like I'm pretty sure they're using their feet when they're running around and stuff. I mean,
yeah,
they do use their feet, okay, and they punt. Absolutely. Punting is kicking. Yeah, maybe
we have a punter.
Maybe that's maybe like when football first started, since it was like all white people, they were like. And then we get to the good stuff. We get to the part where the guy kicks the ball. We'll call it football. Everyone's going to love this. It's amazing. But they're always like, yeah, soccer. I don't get soccer either. Where did that come from? Who calls it? Why did we call it soccer?
I don't know. It's probably from some old language.
Yeah, it's like Celtic.
Yeah. The term soccer comes from Oxford ER slang. Oh yeah, I remember this because they had like something to do with their socks or something.
Soccer, yeah. They all wore different socks.
Thought to be borrowed slang from the rugby school, initially spelled a soccer, a shortening of association. Oh, I see.
Oh, soccer.
Yeah,
that still doesn't.
And then it was called soccer, and then soccer with a K-E-R.
Soccer.
Yeah.
You gonna play a soccer? We're gonna go out and play a soccer. That's cool. Japanese soccer.
Yeah. So I guess it was from Football Association, so a soccer.
Football Association. That's just a soch. How'd they get this?
But here's the thing that you can say though. The term soccer was actually invented by British people, so they can't really get upset about it. It's Oxford slang, so you don't blame us. That's all Oxford.
I'm gonna go to a game just so I can throw it out of their faces this year. Actually,
there you go.
I'm gonna be like, actually, soccer is an English term. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, of course we did. It's slang. It's slang for association. It's like, yeah, it is that.
How'd you know
You
that?
guys
What
are
the
pretty
hell?
smart. You guys are pretty smart, I guess. Smarter than Americans. Maybe you guys are. I don't know. But I hate that. And soccer itself is a very boring game. People always throw in your face like,
boring.
yeah. All right, go ahead, say that to me.
Soccer it's tremendously boring. You're just watching people run around for like hours, and there's barely anybody who scores ever. It's terrible.
Actually, soccer, as you Yanks call it, is the most athletic sport out of all of them. They always feed me this. I'm like, God damn, I have like, what other sport? You get timeouts. You get to sit on the bench. I think soccer players do get benched too. They get the rest too. It's not just like whatever, 8 people running around for an hour and a half.
90 minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
They lie. They're lying, you know?
Yeah.
The most athletic sport in the world. And then people are like, they have like such bizarre like enjoyment. They're like, who are you excited to see? And like, mostly I want to see Totten, or whatever they're called. They're not like, it's never England. It's like some other like offset thing, you know? And then they're like, and I want to see, I'm really interested in Portugal. I'm like, what?
And Sentinelese.
And the Sentinelese, they're always a good time. Flying around with their jetpacks and extending their legs and blowing up the balls and whatnot. Fighting Wolverine.
Releasing a bunch of poison dart frogs.
Releasing poison dart frogs. Killing Morph. And then having Wolverine, they feel like, they killed Morph. They killed Morph, and he was the only man I ever loved. Anyways, all of it sucks, and soccer is extremely boring. Absolutely, and it can end in a tie. I love that. It's the only game it's the game that has the most ties. That's what I should tell them. I should be like, did you know?
I hadn't considered that, but that's a good fact. Yeah,
it's the sport that ends in the most ties, which sucks. No one wins, I guess. Let's all shake hands.
Yeah, paying for a ticket. You sit there for an hour and a half, bored out of your mind, and then it just ends.
No winners. It's just over.
Just getting edged for an hour and a half, and then you have to leave.
Does the best man have to win? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe everyone could. I feel like soccer is where, you know how it's like everyone gets a medal and everyone wins and there's no loser.
Yeah.
I feel like that is directly because of soccer, which sucks.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Everyone knows that soccer and the World Cup sucks, but there are some things that rule about the World Cup. And it's called the curse of the World Cup.
I haven't heard about this.
Yes. So around the world, wherever they host the World Cup, usually like economic ruin reigns supreme, death, decay, destruction, and just, you know, like strict like ignoring of human rights to put on this stupid show, and it rules.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
They always have like especially the people that erect a stadium specifically for the World Cup. Usually, it just becomes like some bullshit, you know.
Yeah, they put it in like a really poor area because it's the cheapest place to build, and then afterwards, it just falls into complete disrepair.
It's just filled with. It's just like a place littered with newspaper and trash. Yes, that is true, and that is
homeless people live there.
Yeah, one of the great parts of one of the great pieces of the history of the curse of the World Cup was they went to Brazil and and there was people like poor people like protesting it, and the you know, they have like some special like police force for the favela towns and stuff. Like,
yeah.
They went in there with their machine guns and stuff and like quelled all of the
They
didn't kill them. No, they didn't kill them. But they did the next best thing. So like they wanted to like the entrance and stuff, they need like footage, like video footage of people going in and a bunch of stupid like gray-haired British morons who wear like khaki shorts and tuck their stupid like jerseys into their shorts, and they wear like their tube socks all high and like some old man sneakers. They have to get all of these smiling idiots walking in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a beautiful thing. But what you don't want to think about when you see these people who are rich enough to fly around the world doing nothing and watching a sport where it can be a tie, and most likely will be a 0-0 tie. You can't think of poor people, right? So what they did is they raised all of these favela homes to the ground. So it just looked like a nice like mountainside,
Mm-hmm.
They've destroyed all these people's homes, and suppressed like people that would like sell stuff on the streets and stuff. And they still had a bunch of like theft and stuff and pickpockets and people grabbing it. It was pretty great,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that was Brazil.
Right.
Yeah, that was great. Then, of course, they had it in China. And China built their stadium. They don't report it because they don't need to report anything. And people can't like, since China's like the number one like enemy to the U.S. outside of Israel.
Mm.
But Israel gets it for whatever reason. Because they're Jews. No one likes the Jewish people, understandably so. But people shouldn't really like Chinese people either. Like, imagine if really imagine if they won everything. Like, do you know how annoying that would be?
You just never stop hearing about it.
But they use
China number one.
China number one. It's hard to compete with people who can do stuff like this because they're gonna be doing some stuff. They don't have to report it. They don't have to tell anyone, and no one in the international news is gonna report it. But they built their stadium using a large amount of slave labor from the Uyghur people.
Oh yeah, the Uyghurs.
Yeah, and like a bunch of them died and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, well, it worked for the Great Wall of China, so why wouldn't they do that?
It worked for something way more beautiful than the Great Wall of China. China Stadium. China Stadium
China
World
Stadium.
Cup.
That's a great name for it, by the
way. Yeah, everything's China this, China that. I love that. Great Wall of China, China World Cup Stadium, Beijing, and Beijing or wherever, right? Built, It's cool that probably under that stadium there's like the bones of the Uyghur people.
Yeah, just built into the walls.
Yeah,
That's
they
how it
should have
gets
had
its
it.
strength.
They should have had like a mural, like a bones mural,
a bone mosaic.
Yeah, that'd be sick. It's like a bone. It's like a skeleton. It looks like it's just like cool art, but it's actually a real person's thing, and it's like a skeleton kicking a soccer ball that's a skull, but it's an actual like made from Uyghur people.
That's sick. Yeah.
Then, even cooler, we moved to Qatar, which famously did not let gay people watch the games, which is like 90% of soccer fans.
That's true. I do remember that now.
And some guy like died there, I think.
Well, I don't recall that. Yeah, I do remember the gay thing.
Yeah, he was like detained and died or something like that. But on top of that, 6,500 slave laborers died building the Qatar stadium. Because, they just like stack like fucking like boxes up to like build shit in that country,
Sure, yeah.
So it rules. Yeah, it was pretty great. All in all, the World Cup does rule for that,
Yeah, the famed curses.
The curses, yeah. And then, it's like costs a ton of money and you mostly don't recoup it. And then after whatever, people leave. Yeah. And it's no different this year, 2026. Have you heard any of this great 2026 the World Cup's, cold, spindly hand of death has already reached out this early into the World Cup.
I hadn't heard anything about it. I honestly am surprised how little news there's been about it that I've seen at least.
Yeah, I know. Me too, actually. There has not been a lot. Most of this stuff was just by my own research. And they scrubbed the internet of all this curse of the World Cup stuff. I've been looking all over for it. I'd really dig deep for all of these facts. The other ones, like the number one.
You've definitely been doing your research.
No. The Brazil, the China, um, these ones I already knew. There's other ones I know, but I can't quite think of off the top of my head. But it's been a long time,
Mm-hmm.
I hate the World Cup. I love throwing in people's faces when they try to bore me about the World Cup. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Portugal, huh? I'm like, you remember when they had the World Cup in Brazil? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, they actually tore down a bunch of poor people's favelas for like, yeah, is that interesting? But someone died of a heart attack in Mexico City, and they say a non-Mexican citizen. So that's great. Someone went to the thing and they're like, mate, my ticker is having whatever these British idiots say.
my ticker.
My ticker's having
I've got a dicky ticker.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. The Mexican people are just like, okay. That is not the other thing with the World Cup is they're always in countries where you do not want to have a medical emergency in,
That's fair, yeah. That's the last place.
In Mexico, they're not going to treat you well. They're like, you here for the World Cup? Well, maybe they have to clean up their act a little bit, but you do not want to get... Every year, there's someone who, gets mildly injured in a report at a resort. Oh, this year, there was a Persian woman who went there, and she fell off a thing, and they didn't, do any medical stuff till the family wired $10,000 to the doctor, and it resulted in her
just wait in this room that's approximately 120 degrees with no food or water for 5 hours.
They put you in jail, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hospital that resembles a jail, basically.
It's like a concrete room. It's a room that's just gray concrete.
Yeah, exactly.
They throw
Bars
you on the floor.
On the windows.
They're like, there you go, man. When we go to money, maybe we're going to help. Maybe Dr. Mexico is going to come out and take a look at you. And it resulted in her becoming paralyzed. I'm like, and I think it was a ziplining thing, too,
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
Never do the zip line.
Never zip line. We've mentioned that before.
That is our number one travel guide rule. Do not zip line. No matter where you go, it doesn't matter. Don't do a damn zip line. 2, Iran, the Iranian football team, soccer, cannot stay in the United States. One of my favorites. They have to stay in Mexico and fly in here and go through all this custom stuff. I think it's just to tire them out so they definitely can't beat us or win the World Cup,
That's actually smart, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they're just pretty much athletes that love sports and appreciate I know they've been there was this guy in the last World Cup who was outspoken against the regime.
Oh yeah.
And then they executed him. Probably the majority of
something like that about the female Iranian soccer team in Australia too recently. Something like that happened.
Yeah, probably these people love America and stuff,
Oh yeah.
Secretly, not even secretly, but they just can't be outward about it. Yeah. So but Trump's like, I don't care. I don't want them winning.
Kill them.
I don't care how much they love. Yeah, that'd be cool if they blew up their plane.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that would be something.
Come on aboard. Or it's they put them on a fake thing. They're here's your plane. Donald Trump's there and he's like, Guys, I'm really sorry. How does he talk? China? It's me, Donald Trump. Guys, I'm really sorry about this. It's just something we had to do. Sanctions and all that. Here's a plane that I've chartered and prepared just for you. And then, like, oh, Allah, give a million thanks to Allah for your kindness, President Trump. We truly love America and respect your decision to stand against the oppressive Ayatollah and his regime. He's like, think nothing of it, and then they all like go into they get into this chartered plane, and it's just like it's just like a cardboard cut out of a plane, and it's a bus, and they just drive them into like a Guantanamo Bay black site. He's like, take that, stupid idiots. You stupid fucking Iranian idiots. Who's laughing now? A million thanks to Allah about that. You're in a lot of trouble now, buddy. Just like ungracious. There's a Somali ref who we didn't allow in simply because he had, according to our intelligence,
he was trying to scam Medicaid.
Yeah, he was gonna come here. He was gonna come in and like run off. Or like do that, you know how they do that like sidestep thing when they're like moving, watching the thing, they're like doing like that like, you know, shimmy.
He's sidling.
Yeah, he's sidling, and then he just sidles out of the stadium into like into the Secretary of State office and registers a MPO.
He does the most suspicious form of movement.
Yeah. He's like cartoon character. But just because our intelligence said he had ties to terrorism.
Wow.
Omar is his name.
Better safe than sorry.
Absolutely. He's going to come here and, I don't know, activate a Somali splinter cell with a code word, secret, you know, MK Ultra, like, whatever, you know. Everybody get naked. That is the code word.
That's the code word.
That's our code.
No one would ever suspect anything.
The Somalis just, you know, they all get on a boat. Take, you know, like Captain Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
And then Somali people made these TikTok videos of them holding his picture and stepping on the American flag and saying death to America. So maybe Trump was actually a little bit right about that one. But the last great thing, the tickets are ridiculously expensive. You will not be going there.
Yeah.
I will not be going to. $800 for like a nosebleed seat.
Joke's on you. I am going to be going there.
Really? Who do you want to see? Portugal?
It's the Sentinelese.
The Sentinelese would be worth it because you can see, because they're so massive. It's like you're sitting in the front row from like, you know, whatever.
Yeah, you don't even need to bring any kind of binoculars or anything.
You see him being like, you know what that character role is? You know what is awesome? Like he's like such a cheap character in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. A bunch of like people play as him, you know, because he has these easy infinites.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just takes up the whole fucking screen.
Yeah, he's
any
huge.
button hits the character from anywhere.
And he looks awesome. Such a great iteration of the Sentinels. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, that's it, you stupid yank. That's all we got for. I want to talk about the stupid World Cup, and we did, and it's popular right now. So maybe some people listened and learned something new. Especially the association thing.
I learned a whole lot of new things, yeah.
Yeah, the World Cup sucks, so. And China. Well, anyways. So, yeah, now we can talk about 250. The other great sport thing coming.
Yep, 250.
What
Sponsored by Bud Light, which is pretty funny.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's amazing. I did not know that.
Yeah, that is excellent.
He should
I hope Dylan Mulvaney is like a ref or something.
I hope Trump comes out and he like comes up and he's like gonna give his opening speech and he's
Drinking
like,
a Bud Light.
yeah, he comes out and he goes and he holds he comes out and like the president will now give the opening whatever. They say he's gonna be like giving speeches and stuff during it or something instead of having people play
Yeah, he's
music.
planning to have a rally for it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna come out and he's gonna step up and be like, "Is this thing on? Great." And then he reaches down beneath the podium. And holds the Bud Light so you can see the signature blue can and Bud Light on it, right? And he's like, opens it and he goes, clunk, clunk, clunk. And he's like, ah. He's like, Bud Light, they're not gay anymore. And everyone's like, ah, yeah, two bloodshed on the front lawn of the White House. And he's like, ladies and gentlemen, the next time one of the Democrats gets out here and is touching grass barefoot, I hope he steps on some guy's tooth. And everyone's like, yeah. Woo. And he's like, and that's like, these lights light up, and it's the Iranian soccer team all tortured and bloodied on their hands and knees.
Handcuffed on their, yeah.
That'd be sick, dude.
Restrained, they all have hoods on.
That'd be amazing. Bud Light, huh? Wow, it's really come. I mean, yeah, when we went through that controversy, I made it painfully clear that we would not only would we not stop drinking Bud Light, but we supported Dylan Mulvaney's weird, insane, like he's like is he trans?
Yeah, it's a trans woman.
I feel like I guess she's trans, not he. It's not he, it's she, for sure.
She.
But I love her like approach. Fine, that's like, yeah, I love her. I love that she's just like an insane girl. She's like, I'm just an insane girl. I got like this crazy, crazy smile pasted on my face all the time. I'm just like, like shaking my head about like I'm being just effed in every way. I was like, I'm all for this. I love this.
Men really do make the best women. That is,
yeah, they're better in being girls than any girl ever has. Her just being like, ha, 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 like an insane, like a mentally insane, crazy, just getting like she's like a ghost is just effing her everywhere. You can't see it, but you know it's happening, right? Like Ghostbusters. Like, this is great. I'm like, this is I was like, of course. This is what beer needed.
Mm-hmm.
Because before, they're like, this is gay. This makes beer gay.
No,
beer was way gayer before Dylan Mulvaney. Before it was like,
absolutely.
You like just getting drunk with a bunch of guys. Guys. Yeah, it was way gayer. Dylan Mulvaney somehow made it less gay.
That's true.
Anyways, we would not stop drinking it. And Trump should be like that too. He should be like, I wasn't part of the boycott. Dylan, get out here, you crazy bitch. She crawls out on her hands and knees in like a Playboy bunny like leotard. He's like, get up here, girlfriend.
Let me grab you by the pussy.
Yeah, this is what grabbing. Man, what a pussy. Wow.
Wow.
This thing feels great. I'm loving it. I'm glad it's back. Everything's back. It's like a 180, like upside down America. Trump, like, like I love that Trump's made everything like full 180. Has not done anything. He said started a war, did all this stuff. He said he wouldn't. And he brought back Bud Light.
Backtracks on everything. That's sick.
He should be like, this Kid Rock guy, he's an asshole. Kid Rock's like there next to him. He's like, oh man,
dang.
He's like, I'm right here. And he's like, I'm not talking about you, Bob. I'm talking about this Kid Rock guy. He's like, that is me, man. He's like, oh, I knew that. And then he's like, he has these cards, these like, all black, like futuristic, like sci-fi, cyberpunk, like football shoulder pad helmet, like guys surround him and point machine guns at him, MP5s. And he's like,
yeah, MP5Ks.
yeah, he's like, now I'm gonna force you to kiss Dylan Mulvaney. And then
oh man,
yeah, he's like, oh man, yeah, that's the perfect response. Oh shucks, you got me, Trump.
I love that personality for Kid Rock.
Yeah, he's just like a everyman, just a guy who has.
I guess I gotta do it.
Yeah, he's like it's like a guy at his job,
yeah.
And then he like gives,
he
gives her like a begrudging like little kiss on the side lip, and everyone's like, yeah, and he's like, UFC 250. That would be a great, beginning to Trump being, to Trump being like, there will be no more elections. I am no kings, this and that. Yeah, but that's great. Bud Light. What else? What else is going down?
Well, so one of the concerns that I guess some people had was the weather, right? So, having a UFC, they almost never have them outside. Guess they did have them outside once in another country, but this is the first time it's going to be outside in America. And obviously the reasons why you wouldn't want to do that is because you can't control the outdoors. You never know what the weather is going to be like. If there's going to be bugs, animals, birds, whatever.
It's going to be hot,
so we finally
right?
got the weather forecast. Yeah, we finally got the weather forecast, and it is going to be a toasty one. Not only that, it's going to rain.
Awesome.
So it's going to be about 91 degrees with periodic showers. It should be pretty great.
That sounds badass. That's like a fighting game.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. It's like a stage in Street Fighter.
That's sick. Yeah, that's like the grass stage from Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Yeah, I don't know exactly when the fight is going to happen, but looks like we got a 75% chance of showers at 5 p.m. in prime time. So, here's hoping.
That's sick. Hopefully there's lightning. God like stops this. It's a front
Tornadoes
to the Lord.
encircled the arena.
That's badass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some whoever comes out, some African fighter guy. I'm sure they have one or something. He's like, I don't know if I want to do this, and like, get out there. Trump is like pep talking every single fighter too. Trump should be like a corner man. He's like, I'll tell you what to do. Get out there. That's hot as fuck. Yeah, they're gonna be like, as far as I know, fighting a UFC fight is extremely exhausting.
Oh yeah, of course.
Without
usually
being
when
in,
they have these things, it's indoors and it's probably like 60 degrees.
Yeah, they're gonna be fighting in 90-degree weather. That's insane.
It's gonna be like fighting in the Louisiana bayou or something. It's gonna be 1,000,000 degrees, 100% humidity.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's such a difficult fight.
Yeah, round one, they're gonna be completely winded.
That's insane. He's like, no one told me about this. The stage does look awesome. I mean the
claw.
know. Yeah, the claw looks awesome. Yeah. They call it the claw. I didn't know that either.
Name with the villain from Inspector Gadget.
That's awesome. The claw. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's great. This is shaping up to be a great 250. Any other president would have fucked it up, to be honest.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be perfect.
This is a good 250, yeah, for sure. Bud Light, the claw. At the end, the claw should just
1,000,000 degrees outside.
1,000,000 degrees, impossible to fight. Horrible fights from them just being exhausted immediately.
Conditions possible.
Yeah, that's sick, dude.
It could only be worse if they had it on like an ice rink or something.
Yeah, they had it in Qatar. At the end, he should be like, well, it was a great night. The fights maybe could have been a little better, but it's been a great night. Happy 250 America. We love America. Here's to at least 250 more.
Great
Good
fight, great night.
Great fight, great night. And good night, everybody. And it's like, and then the claw's just like, and it crushes like the ring, just like instantly.
Snaps closed.
Yeah, people are like, whoa, they're, that's what they leave it on. And people are just like, what the hell was that about? That was kind of scary, actually. That could have.
It's very ominous.
Yeah, it's just like immediately that'd be like, that was a great 250, man. It's gonna be good. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
There's no need to go to fireworks. Start like 8:30, 8:45 here. If it's still going on, I'm not going out. I don't give a fuck about some little gay ass fireworks show.
Oh hell no, yeah. You gotta watch the claw.
Dude, I'm watching second 1 all the way to the smashing of the closing of the claw. I'm watching this thing. And I'm forcing my family who hates Trump to sit there and watch every single minute of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the commercials. They should have had Bad Bunny play. He should have been like Bud Light, Dylan Mulvaney, Bad Bunny. Everybody.
I think there's a special commercial that the Department of War made just for the event. I know that much.
Awesome. They should show like all of the like iconic war stuff, like that. The video of the
just a highlight reel of people getting bombed.
Yeah, like the famous Vietnam clip of the anti-communist Viet guy that shoots the Viet Cong guy in the head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they show that. That's sick, dude. The Claw. Yeah, Claw. I don't even think that's his name. They call him Claw, but he has another name. They call him Dr. Claw, but his real name's like Satoshi or something.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
It's something like that. I don't know. I'll have to look into that one. We're in Inspector. Oh, we talked about the Inspector Gadget movie. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's news and pop culture 2 in 1, huh? Here's some pop culture. Well, anything else on 250? I'm so pumped for this after tonight.
I can't recall anything else.
Yeah, it just keeps getting better and better. The Claw does look sick. I will give Trump that.
Mm-hmm.
Bury him in a Teenage Mutant. Bury him at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Get rid of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and bury Trump there when he dies.
Yeah.
And bury him
He'll be the first soldier that we know.
Yeah, the known soldier.
The known soldier.
Trump.
The known commander.
Bury him in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle coffin. Have you heard about these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle coffins?
No, I have not.
Well, first off, let me get to what you need to know. 1, they are not just for the tragic, too soon death of children, which you would think, right? They're for adults. They're for millennial man babies who want to be, still want to be buried. I don't even think people want to be buried anymore. I guess that's a thing.
It seems like a Steve wish or something.
I'm Leonardo. If Steve, first of all, Steve's dead to us. Let's never talk to him again. But about him ever again. But if there is a Steve-like person out there who's like, I'm Leonardo, and they die, and I'm still alive, I'm gonna make sure they're buried in a Michelangelo coffin.
Bright orange.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think they're colored.
Oh, really?
They have like a insignia on the inside or something like that. Let's take a look here. Actually, this is important. Right. Okay,
pull it up.
You don't think about
follow along at home.
Yeah, look up TMNT coffin. Mm-hmm. Now you don't really, people don't like to think about death because it's very scary. The idea of infinite darkness forever.
Now that you bring it up, that is scary.
Yeah, it's unsettling to many people thinking about your inevitable
demise.
Yes, exactly. Is this real or is this a joke?
What, the TMNT coffin?
Yeah, I can't
Um,
tell now.
yeah, I can't tell either.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fandom coffins. Look at
Fandom
this.
coffins.
Any color, any size, any time. Titan caskets. It's red. They are colored. This looks sick, actually.
Uh-huh.
This is
I want the
Raphael.
purple one. That's a fly ass looking coffin.
Look at, yeah, but you get like a thing. Like one, they have the sick insignia. It's two sides crossed. This is the Raphael. It's two sides crossed. It's all
Two
red.
sides cross, yep.
And it says,
It's weird that the Michelangelo one is just one nunchuck.
oh, yeah, they don't even know. They're not real fans. Fuck these guys.
I know, it's fucked up.
He was cool but rude.
He's
That's
got
me.
an
I want to
attitude.
be. I want to be Raphael. Michelangelo,
Raph is
one
definitely the
nunchuck.
best one, yeah.
He was a party dude. Yeah, that's for the guy who died from drinking too much. That's cool. This has to be a joke. The purple does look sick. Donatello's, he did machines.
He did machines.
And Leonardo, he led.
Hmm. For truly, so Trump is in the Leo coffin.
Yeah, he's in the Leo coffin. He's buried at the tomb of the unknown soldier. He led.
Crossed katanas.
Cross katanas does look sick. This looks badass. If this isn't real, is this real or
Itoyu style.
Yeah.
I think it is real, yeah.
this is insane?
I'm not sure who's buying it, but yeah.
Is any of this stuff real? Look at this next article, the Odyssey popcorn buckets. And it's the Trojan horse and popcorns hidden in the under part where the people escape from. What the hell? I can't tell what's real or fake anymore. Damn AI.
Odyssey popcorn. I mean, this seems impossibly inconvenient to eat from, but who knows? I
It
didn't know
does.
was
It
coming
doesn't
out
seem
so
like that
soon.
much
July
popcorn could go in
17th, huh?
either.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's just like a small handful.
A handful of popcorn for $90? That seems like not great. Titan cost caskets. This
It
is
looks like the popcorn bucket is real.
okay. Specialty caskets, eco-religious youth caskets. Sad. I gotta see this. Titan caskets. Caskets, steel, wooden, oversized. Hell yeah, fat ass guy. This is badass. Wood XL oversized. They have this thing on my job where we're all getting these branded like sports, like like Coach zip up like sweaters,
Wow.
and
okay.
like they used to be only for executives, but now they're just for any fucking
Yeah.
dumbass. And they have like they're like choose yours, and you have to go through like this corporate like intranet portal thing and blah blah blah. But the sizes they have like XL, XXXL, and then they have this crazy thing that's like X5 TL. It's like these crazy, but like they have it for like the fattest fucking American people in the world, and it goes so far up. And I was like, who is this for? Like Mojo from X-Men or something? Like, good lord. Just don't give these people one. They don't need this thing. They're already hot as hell. Why do they need extra warmth? This is, from what I can tell, real. Dear God. This is how far we've
It's
fallen.
for sure real.
We've fallen so far that people need to have, like, just die. You're dead. Who cares if you're like, oh, dead. Oh, Jesus Christ. They don't let people have like Disney stuff. Like if someone like loved Disney, you can't have like a Disney tombstone. Like they had like some kid who had like Mickey Mouse or something, and they made him tear down his headstone. Pretty great. But Nickelodeon allows it. So like, there's a lot of people with like
No.
SpongeBob ones.
Real monsters.
Real
That's dumb.
monsters. Yeah, the thing that looks like intestines holding its eyeballs.
Yeah.
He was a party dude, and there's
Mhm.
that guy who holds his eyeballs.
Oh yeah, the guy that holds his eyeball.
That's sick. That's what I said when
What was his name? Grom or Grum or something?
Grum, maybe, yeah. When Real Monsters is a very satanic show, but when that Del Toro film came out, the one with the creature that had the eyes on its hands, I was like,
Yeah.
this is just the thing from All Real Monsters,
They
man.
literally just ripped that off.
I really felt like that. The pedophile monster. I love that guy. He rules. I mean, that thing did rule. And it was parodied so much. People love that thing. Hand-eye coordination. Anyways, we didn't get to we didn't get to the movie stuff tonight. Or my friend, or this, oh my God, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coffins.
What movie thing did we want to get to?
I want to talk about this article I just saw. It said Steven Spielberg's Disclosures Day. He said this film will make you question if God exists.
I hadn't heard that quote, but I have heard about this movie. I heard something else about it.
It's gonna be lame. All of his movies are like have heart, you know.
Yeah.
Disclosure Day should be about Donald Trump releasing a bunch of grainy infrared footage that does not do anything. As Alex Jones called it, a nothing burger.
Nothing burger, yeah.
The Jackie Chan thing was pretty great. I want to talk about it. There's this viral article that said, Jackie Chan left speechless by white guy who speaks perfect Chinese. These things are fucking, for sure, Chinese propaganda videos. Any of these ones that are like, white guy impresses Chinese people by speaking perfect Chinese.
Yeah, that wasn't a recent thing. We could talk about it next time, but yeah, I do. It does seem like something that has just been purely invented to bring tourist dollars or attention to China. Maybe that was the start of China maxing. Who knows?
Yeah, Chinese people would not concede that you're speaking Chinese well.
No, never.
Like if it wasn't
very
like
last thing they would.
Yeah, if they weren't having an AK-47 pointed at them from behind camera, they'd be like, "I don't understand what you are saying."
What do you say? You got your tones all wrong, idiot.
The tonal, whatever the hell our crazy ass language is just not. It's just not there, man. I want to do what I want to do is meet Jackie Chan and just be like, emotional. I speak Chinese too. I'm gonna go emotional damage. Remember that guy? Is he still around?
Yeah.
That
Uncle
con
Steve
artist?
or something, Uncle something.
He's such a fucking. How is that guy not canceled? He just steals people's content and says emotional damage.
Yeah.
Emotional damage. Hey everybody, it's me, the emotional damage guy. Just want to shout
How many
out.
of his videos reference that
What?
emotional damage?
That's all I've ever seen from him. I thought that was every one of his videos.
It might be, yeah.
That sucks. But that is very Chinese. That's a very Chinese thing, you know. Safe people. You know, I was thinking also about Chinese people. You know, in Kill Bill 2, she's like, my master's, my master's name was Pai Mei. And then there's this guy named Pai Mei in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a homage to like an actual character named Pai Mei in some Chinese kung fu movies.
Mm-hmm.
How's that not just ripping? That's just like stealing, isn't it?
Well, you're allowed to do that in China. Chinese thing that they do that shit all the
It's
time.
not an homage. Yeah, Quentin Tarantino's like, I'm gonna get these guys. I'm gonna get these Chinese bastards. Such a weird. The Kill Bills. The first one does rule. The second one rules a little less. I mean, all together, they're the best It's the best thing he did, though, for sure. Like, Quentin Tarantino is the most overrated. You know, you go back and you're like, this is corny as
I
fuck.
like how your Quentin Tarantino just sounds like Ben Shapiro.
That is how he talks. He's like, okay, let me tell you something. Everyone knows that Pai Mei is a Chinese kung fu master. And, I'm like, this guy's really cool. He's gay. He's
Pretty close, yeah.
Chinese. What? What'd you say, sir?
What? I said it's pretty close. That is how he sounds.
Yeah. He himself does roll, I guess, actually.
Yeah.
And sometimes he talks about other movies and the way he would have been a better movie. I guess his movies are good. I mean, whatever. Who cares? We don't got time to talk about stupid Quentin Tarantino. Well, this was
That's a whole other thing.
yeah, it was a whole other episode. Anyways, we like to finish with facts. Caleb's crazy kernels. KKK.
Indeed, we got some great ones today.
Take it away. We're gonna take as much time as it needs. Who cares?
Did you know that supermarket apples can be up to a year old?
No. How's that even possible?
So apples are harvested typically in late summer or fall. That I don't know if you knew that, but that's like fall is a huge apple season in Michigan. People usually go to orchards and you can pick your own apples, apple cider and everything. But obviously
Oh,
you can
that's
have
great.
apples.
Have you
Yeah,
ever done
it's a
that?
fun time. Everyone. Oh, I've done it so many times. Anybody in Michigan does it. I think it's like a very popular thing. You go to an apple orchard in like September, October. You get some warm cider, donuts. It's great.
Oh yeah, that sounds wonderful.
And so they're harvested around that time of year, but obviously people want to eat apples all time of the year. So they found out a way to store them in specific conditions with the right amount of carbon dioxide, low oxygen, cool temperatures, and then they can keep them relatively fresh for up to a year.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense actually, because they go. I'm when I get an apple, it's like I'm like, yes, I got this apple, and I never eat it, and then I'm like,
Hmm.
it's rotten. I'm like, God damn it! I guess they couldn't just do that.
No.
You know what? This is why India has us beat. Because you went there, you get warm apple cider, you eat your apples, you do apple
Hmm.
picking, cider. A lot of people, a lot of
Sure.
people don't know the difference between cider and apple juice, but I do. That's what Ned Flanders says one episode of The Simpsons. And we, this is where India has us beat because you look at something, it's so simple. You're like, of course, throw it at each other, But
Yeah,
there's no festival, even in Michigan, where you throw apples at each other hella hard.
that's true. No,
Dude,
there isn't.
that would be an amazing
You're never beating people with an apple.
yeah, like the end of fall apple hunt, they should call it or something like that,
Yeah.
People just
The end of fall apple assault.
yeah, they just throw like an apple at a little kid as hard as just like smashing it, just exploding on the kid's head,
Apple stoning.
Yeah. Could they really fuck you up that bad? I guess so.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get hit beamed in the head by an apple.
I feel like they're
That
like
hurt like a motherfucker.
I feel like they'd like break. I don't know.
They would break absolutely, but it would also hurt.
I guess so. I guess it makes sense.
It hurt like hell.
I guess throwing colored powder in someone's face is different than an apple.
Yes, saffron, ghost pepper powder.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, more throwing stuff. Okay, that's cool. I always want to do stuff like that. I'm like, we do go to the pumpkin patch, but that's
Yeah.
it. I always want to go to like strawberry picking or like they have like stuff like that,
Mhm.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a great family thing, and no one ever wants to. Van's like,
You pick stuff that you get to eat. How cool is that?
yeah, eat as many strawberries as you want.
Mm-hmm. Many as you can pick. Did you know that there's a commercial flight in Scotland that's only 1.7 miles in length?
I was not aware of this. No, that seems
Yeah, this is.
unnecessary.
It does seem, yes, it is widely recognized as the world's shortest scheduled commercial passenger flight. The flight time is usually about 90 seconds to 2 minutes, and it has actually been less than a minute at some point.
Yeah, some madman was like, "We're gonna do it, everyone! Come on, come on, come on!"
Yeah, I don't know exactly why this exists.
Yeah, couldn't you
I guess
just
because
swim across or whatever? I'm sure it's to get across some bullshit, you know.
correct, yeah, it's an island, which is why it exists, but it's very strange.
You can't just take a boat out there. I don't think they're like known for their crazy riptides out there in Ireland or Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah, the Scots. I don't think they're known for their extremely rocky, impossible to traverse water shit.
Well, I mean, it is the northern Atlantic, and it's about, I guess it's like, the water temperature up there is probably like 40 or 50 degrees most of the time. So
Okay, so
it'll
take
be
a
rough
ferry
for
then.
sure.
I'm not saying you have to take like a fucking fishing boat or like one of those boats that's like just sits flat, you know, like the Chinese
Well,
ones.
yeah, you could definitely take like a dinghy. I mean, it's yeah, you just wouldn't want to swim, but yeah, you could take like even a rowboat is fine, I'm sure.
What about you know what movie rules? Highlander.
Oh yeah, you any opportunity to mention Highlander, you do. You love that movie.
It's awesome. It's about a Scotsman, technically.
It's true.
Duncan MacLeod.
Duncan MacLeod.
That's his name. That's the Highlander. Because it's the
Duncan
Highlands.
Balls.
Yeah, Highlander is like a reference to Scotland. He's the Highlander. He's from Scotland.
The Highlands. Yeah.
Yeah. It it's so awesome.
I might have to watch it.
Oh my god, you have to watch it. It's like you know when you think about it, you just think about the Highlander cartoon, which does kind of suck, but actually rules in its own right.
Uh-huh.
But if you go and you watch, you know, like if you watch the trailers are so crappy back in the 90s and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like you go and you watch this movie and you're like, this is the best movie ever. It's up there. It's for sure up there. They should have had a part where he's like, Duncan, we have to get to this thing. And he's like, I guess we'll have to go over the, you know, it's Raiden. Raiden's in it. So it's like, I guess we'll have to go fly over the Highland Memorial River.
Highland Airlines.
We'll get on Highland Airlines and fly over it. And then like,
Guess we'll have to take this 1 mile flight.
yeah, it has like the Indiana Jones map that's like, you know, like just like a map with like this red line going across it. But it's just like one little tiny speck. And he's like, it's like, that'd be badass.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the island? Hopefully it's Highlander Island.
Orkney Islands.
They should have like a Highlander tour in Scotland.
They should. I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a good idea. Yeah, probably. Definitely. You're right.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Did you know
Watch it. You need to watch it, okay? I need you to promise me. I need you to get me a 1080p rip of Highlander.
I think I can make that happen.
Oh, hell yes, dude.
Wow, you're really excited.
I always try to get Vanessa to watch it. It's on Netflix sometimes. I'm like, Van, please watch Highlander with me. And she's like, I'm too busy watching a Korean drama that's all over the fucking place. It has a woman crying, and then 5 minutes later, it has like some music that's like, boom, 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 and like some person dropping files and picking them up. Tonally, this is the mind of a Chinese person, but we no emotion. But this is how we are. I hate it.
Did you know that Metallica was the first band to have played on all 7 continents?
Oh, that sucks. That's such a shitty fact. I hate that.
I knew you would not be happy.
Dude, they
that.
suck, dude. Everything about Metallica sucks, and this sucks
That's
too.
true. Yeah.
They played
a better
on
fact is how they fought Napster.
Yeah, they
Like
ruined Napster. They ruined.
downers.
Yeah, they were the beginning to you having to pay for everything all the time now.
Yeah, exactly. This is their fault.
They're the catalyst for this Netflix, Peacock, you know, Spotify garbage that you want to do
Yeah,
anything.
the internet would have remained free for all if not for them.
Yeah, they're a big blow to freedom. Those crybabies, and their music sucks. People like Metallica. There's so many like. Are they a metal band?
I mean, I have a hard time calling them metal, but that some people do call them that.
Yeah, they're barely a metal band. They just like have like they just barely meet the
the
requirements.
lamest metal band.
Yeah, they suck. There's so many better metal bands. I mean, the metal music isn't my thing, but I mean, if you love metal music, that's all good, you know. But I feel like anyone
You're not
who's like
listening to Metallica if
Yeah.
you like metal.
or if you do, you suck. You know, you're like
Yeah,
such a
yeah.
sucky like Gen X fucking dork. You know, like, and you're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Master, everything that we do is gay. Master, it's about. I have no idea what that song's about. Maybe drugs or something.
I don't know.
Fucking lame.
Master of Pup.
Master of Puppets. It's an anti-drug song. So stupid, man. Well, who needs? And I don't get that. Every single continent needed to see them. There's so many better metal bands, and even like
I don't know
lame
who
ones.
invited them to play in Antarctica. That's how they did it.
Oh yeah, Antarctica. Yeah, that's true. What the hell? Oh, we always leave that continent out, huh?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's how they did it. You
They
gotta
like
play in
played.
Antarctica.
Yeah, they went and played like at like one of those like.
A research station.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like some isolated research thing. These guys are like, oh god, they're like, this sounded like a cool idea, but this is very noisy.
It's very loud, and this isn't really metal.
This is not metal. We have like a guy, like some. What's the word I'm looking for? You know, that describes those people that live in like an icy place where all these metal bands are from.
Oh, Scandinavian.
Yeah, we have a Scandinavian guy here, and he says there's better metal bands.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, Bjorn hasn't stopped shaking his head since they started playing.
Yeah, he has like pure white hair, like blonde hair, but it's so blonde it's almost white. And he's like just like sitting there smoking a pipe,
Eating a seal.
eating a seal sandwich. The snout sticking out. He's like,
Yeah.
He's
whiskers, big eyes, and a snout.
this is not good metal music. Everybody knows that metal music has to be in some weird Icelandic, stupid sounding this and that. You know, remember that show Death Clock, I think it was?
Death Clock.
Yeah. It was pretty good. It was like a comedy animated show on Cartoon Network about like a metal band.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
They're a better metal band than
Well, yeah, they were way better.
than stupid ass Metallica. Metallica's so lame, and I feel like their look is like a bandana, like a jean jacket with the sleeves cut off and a bandana. I'm not sure this is it, but I feel like that's like their look, you know?
Yeah. It is approximately, that's adjacently correct, yes.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. They're such a sucky band, and I don't like them at all. And their songs are not like they're not hype at all. There's yeah. They sound like Guns N' Roses. They're like I feel like Guns N' Roses.
They are very good.
As much of a metal band as stupid Metallica. And they are a metal band. Their name's Metallica, and that name sucks. They're so not a metal band. They have to like put it in their title so you know. They're like, I guess they're metal. Their name's Metallica.
Yeah, their name. I mean, come on.
They have this song that's like, oh my god, it's right into my tongue. Anyways, you can play any of the songs, and they're pretty much the same. And they have that in common with metal bands. Really, all of their songs sound the same. But they're just not metal. Metal is like, you know, like death. There's nothing death about them
Like
except
Death
for
Clock.
Yeah, like Death Clock has the word death in it. So that's how you know you're metal. They're not called Metal Clock. That sucks. That's for a band you can't tell. A metal band that you know is metal has the word death in it, or it's like death and death related and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like there's nothing like that about them except for the death of the freedom of the internet. That is very metal. They killed the internet.
Death of freedom.
Yeah, that's metal, I guess. Ironically, the death of freedom. Metallica should play the 250. Yeah, dude.
Then
250.
no one would be allowed to broadcast it. You wouldn't be able to watch it.
Yeah, when they go on, it's just like you know how it's like, yeah, it's just silent, like the DMCA stuff. That rocks. Oh God. Well, anyways, if you love Metallica and other metal adjacent bands, you're gonna love listening to our podcast every Saturday morning for another at least 250 years. And following us on Twitter at MACKYRATHOUSE. And yeah, we'll be bringing you up-to-date news on 250 up until the day of, and then giving you our thoughts after. And that sounds about right, huh?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, and then next week we'll talk about what do I got here? Let's go. Let's peruse these show notes real quick. Band referee from Somalia, got that. Curse, World Cup fever, TMNT caskets, excellent. Oh, here's a pop culture thing we missed. We're gonna talk about Hershey bringing back their nougats. Thank God. And we'll talk about Jackie Chan. Oh, and the MFA program.
MFA.
You know how it's like, get your MFA from this university. I think it's Master of Fine Arts.
Oh. I only know it as multi-factor authentication.
Or that. But they should have something that's like Trump. You know how it's like a Trump university? They should have something called the Motherfucker Award.
Yeah.
Get your MFA here.
Get your MFA.
That's
motherfucking ass.
That's what I was thinking about. MFA. That's what I put there. That was on the tail end of stuff that I was thinking about today.
That's a good thing to think about.
Yeah. Oh, and the Jackie Chan cartoon. That's what I got. The white guy speaks perfect Japanese, and then we talk about Jackie Chan Adventures. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I
it.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember Jackie Chan Adventures?
Yeah,
Jackie Chan was the voice of himself. And that hurt the cartoon, actually, I think. I'll tell you my thoughts on that.
What this guy's talking about.
Okay, well, really quick, because, animation's like not like, rehearsals and this and that and takes and blah, blah. It's like you have like 60 seconds to say one line like 10 times.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about? 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 And they're like, okay, move on to the next one. But Jackie Chan's like,
pick one.
What and like they get like one usable take, and it's like not great, and that's the whole cartoon at Rock, dude.
One usable take.
Yeah, that was amazing. Anyways, we'll talk about more next week. See ya.